Okay, we are going to discuss what we call use case diagram, use cases and use case diagrams. So last night we discussed about product backlog, and in product backlog we talk about user stories and acceptance criteria, and we'll talk about product backlog, which user stories, acceptance criteria, tags, bug, and things like that. So we're going to talk about use cases these days today. And the use cases is how a customer or end user uses a system. How do they interact with a system? The way they interact with a system will help us know the value the system is providing. If the system is being used by so many actors, we call them actors, it means that the system is very valuable, provide a lot of value to the company. If it's only one person that using a system, you see, you can't compare a system that have one person using the system and the system that have so many people using the system. I'll give you an example of two mobile applications. We have Zenith Bank mobile app and Facebook mobile app. Which one provides more value?
Facebook.
Good, because you see the use cases. Do you see how many ways that it can be used across so many countries? Use cases. How do they, if you open Facebook, you see a lot of features. That is how people are interacting. A group of people will be somewhere on Facebook having serious arguments. You go another side, another group of people. You go another side, you see another content creator. You see people streaming. You see people talking, giving news. This is various use cases. So it's important to describe or put it in a diagram. It helps organizations to understand the value they derive from every system. So, and to do that, we put it in a diagram so that once you see it, you see so many people interacting with the system, and that is what we call use cases. Companies don't play with use cases. They want to understand the value gained, value earned from their investment, and it's equally going to help both the technical team that developers and not only the business leaders, but technical team. They have a full picture of how the system is going to be interacted with the customers or the end users. So once we finish this use case diagram, it depends on the kind of system. If it's a fresh application that's coming to the market for the first time, then there is need for you to create a mock-up or what we call wireframe. But if like a SaaS application like this CRM system, ERP that's always been there, there's no need for you creating a wireframe for that. It's already there. People already know about it. All you can do is just capture a screenshot if you want to show that to the organization or how it looks like. You don't need to go start wasting time creating wireframe, creating mockup, because the system is already there. But if it's a system that is not there before, or like your company is trying to create a website, they don't have a website, they want to see the way their website is going to look, it's better you create a mock-up, a wireframe. So yeah, so after this, the next thing is going to be creating test cases, test plan, test scenarios, and that's it. We'll be rounding off this particular stage. Okay, let's look at our notes. Okay, a use case is a detailed description of how users, called actors, interact with a system to achieve a specific goal. I've said that already, how we interact with the system. Use cases define the functional requirement of a system by outlining the steps, condition, and expected result of users' interaction. So it's about interacting. And the difference from use case and user story is that use case is more like understanding the interaction, but user story tells a story how the end user is going to use that functionality. It tells story, value, what you are going to do, and the expected outcome. Is more like the same thing, but use cases comes with a diagram. But user story is not in a diagram. It's just a language for the developers to understand what they are going to produce from the user's point of view. So all these user story, use cases is efforts to make sure that the developers, they are not going to miss it. They are not going to say, we don't understand. We've defined it from the user point of view in the form of user story. And again, we've defined it, telling you how they interact and showing you a diagram on how they interact and what each user is doing with the system. A use case diagram is the visual representation of a system's functionality, showing how different users interact with various processes within the system. It helps in understanding the system's behavior and serves as a foundation for further design. Yeah, so that's why software engineering is very detailed. If you miss it, because there's a lot of design, a lot of stories tell about every feature. So if you are a good developer, you cannot, only if you are working without use cases or you are working without a user story. And that's why we call business analysts, because all these are business analysts. You design all these. That's why we call business analyst a software engineer as well. Because all these diagrams, you design them. Components of a use case. A use case will have a component We have an actor. Actor is one of the components. Actor is the person that interacts with the system. So me here using my Facebook mobile app, I'm here, I'm the actor interacting with the system Facebook. Use case, specific task or goal that the user performed. Like in the case of Facebook, when I post on my Facebook account, that particular page called post, or if I stream a live video, that is a use case. Live stream is a use case. You can call it a use case, live stream in Facebook. Then system boundaries. Define the scope of the system being modeled. You must show boundaries, what a user can do within the use case and what they cannot do. Relationship, connection between the actor and the system. We have what we call connection. That connection is like an arrow connecting, interpreting what the user is doing, showing the relationship, how they relate. And in terms of relationship, we have association. Association is link. Links actor to the use case. Include indicates a use case that is always included within another use case. That is, we have two use cases. So many use cases have relationships that is include. For instance, when you are streaming in a Facebook, but you can use other things when you are doing that streaming. So these are relationships. Extend represents optional behavior based on specific condition. A use case can extend to another use case. That's an extension. So these are various relationships within the use cases. Now we have example of a use case for Dynamics 365 CRM sales. Dynamics 365 CRM sales is a CRM from Microsoft. And what we are going to talk about is the use cases for a particular, I will call it Epic. We already know what is Epic, a large functionality. So, and this is lead management. If you go to Dynamics 365, you will see lead management. Lead management has a lot of things you can do within the lead management. Just like I was telling you guys yesterday, that from this file, there's a lot of things you can do from file. And from edit, there's a lot of things you can do. And from view, insert. So lead management is just like this feature, but I call it an Epic because it's very voluminous. It's very chunky. If you want to create it, it's going to take time. So for you to do a good job, you need to break them down. So that's how this lead management is in this CRM system. So from this lead management, there's a lot of things that can be done. So once we've listed all this in this way, if a developer wants to configure and customize this lead management for us, You see here, we talk about it in a user story, and here we describe it very well as well. And we'll talk about the actor, and we'll talk about the way the actor uses it as well. So we have a use case ID. Every use case must have a unique identifier. And we'll have a use case. The first use case here is UC01, and that is lead creation. And the actor here is sales representative, and the system itself. And the description is a sales rep enter a new lead into the system. The system captures key details of the lead, the lead. So that is it. That is how this actor interacts with the system's Dynamics 365 CRM via lead management. It's through this lead creation. So lead creation is a use case. That's number one case on how they are going to use this system. And you can see the benefits we're already deriving from implementing this system. Qualify, lead qualification, that is another one. Sales reps is the actor. The sales reps assess a lead and move it to a qualified state or disqualified. When we capture a lead, we evaluate the lead. If the lead is promising, we qualify the lead, and that's it. Once we qualify it, then it becomes a customer. If a lead is not hot enough, we can disqualify the lead to avoid waste of time and waste of more resources. We can't be chasing one lead forever. There are some behaviors we expect from lead. Once they display such behavior we're looking for, we qualify them. For instance, if we capture a lead and give the lead a phone call, we send an email to a lead, and if the lead doesn't respond, and we try to call, and the lead is not. So such lead is not promising. We are not going to be wasting resources, company resources, chasing around such lead. So that's qualification. Opportunity creation, sales reps is the actor. Upon qualification, an opportunity is created and linked to that customer. So based on what we find out, there's something we see that makes us to qualify. And that thing we see that makes us to qualify a lead is the opportunity we've seen within this lead. So opportunity can become become a customer that can be buying this on that or doing one of the things we are looking for. And another use case is contact management, and you see them. So these are all the use cases. We have contact management, we have account management, we have sales pipeline tracking, we have quote creation, we have order processing, we have invoice generation, we have activity tracking, we have report and dashboard, we have customer interaction, we have task and appointment schedule, and we have workflow automation. And you see, so it's not just a feature, or it's not just, we already see what they are doing for us. We capture what this system is going to do for us. So it's not, by the time we are presenting them before the stakeholder, they see that all these features, we already know who is going to use them. And it's going to solve one problem or the other for whoever is going to use them. And that is loss of values we are driving from the system. And that's why we look for a system. If a system can capture enough use cases, means that that system does not provide enough, no matter how beautiful it might look, the interface, they don't have much to do with the system, means the system is not very valuable. Well, we might not get a return on investment from that for investing or implementing that system. So let's look at relationship between use cases in Dynamics 365. Here we see use case 001, lead creation, and use case 001. They are related. A lead must be created before it can be qualified. So that is the relationship here. And lead qualification and opportunity creation. Only qualified lead can be converted into opportunity. You see the relationship. Opportunity creation and quote generation. Opportunities can lead to quote generation. Opportunity, once you have an opportunity and then the opportunity exhibits the kind of behavior we want, the next thing is quote generation. So they are trying to place an order, and that is leading us to quote, generating a quote. Quote generation and order processing. Once a quote is generated, the next thing is to start processing the order. So quotes that are approved result to order processing. You see the relationship. And here, order processing and invoice generation. Once an order is processed, the next thing is to issue invoice. So process order lead to invoicing. Contact management and account management. Contacts are linked to account for better tracking. Pipeline tracking and report dashboard says progress is visualized for decision making. And activity tracking and customer interaction logging, all activities are logged as customer interaction. Tasks and appointment scheduling and activity tracking. Scheduled tasks and appointments generate activity. Workflow automation and sales processes. Workflow automation enhances efficiency by streamlining operation. See, that is the relationships. And these are associations. These are leads that are associated with, use cases that are associated with the system. The system is where the actor is associated. So all these actors, they have one way or the other, that is association. They have one thing or the other they are doing within the system. That is the way they associate. And this is the people they equally associate with. All these are all lead for sales representative. This is the use cases that they associate with, because this is all the actions so this is their association with the use cases. And sales manager, this is what they perform in the system. So that is the association. Finance team, this is the association. And the system itself, this is the system, and this is what they do within the system itself. Automation, pipeline and dashboard, quote generation, and invoice generation. So this is association. And this, if you look at this diagram here, this is a very simple diagram of how a use case diagram should looks like. You see, this is, we call it a hanging man. All these hanging men are the actors. You see everybody logging into the system. All of them can be on this system at the same time performing one activity or the other. You see what they are doing, and you see all these circular objects within the system. They are all called use cases. And all these hanging men are the actors. And all these arrows flying around are the relationship, that is the associations. And the system itself is this container. So that is a diagram, one of our language, our major language for business analysts. This, what we call this is, okay, let me try if we know this language. Who can tell us the language we use to create this use case diagram? It's a language.
UML.
Okay, what is UML?
Unified Modeling Language.
Okay, that is good. Clap for her. You guys are not clapping. Huh? So only you guys are now challenging my authority. Okay, Paul, I'm not seeing you clapping. I'm going to send you away, or you gotta kneel down now. Okay, all right. That is what we call it's a language, a modeling language. This is what we call model in business analysis. Like after creating documenting we did it after documenting our user stories. We did a model. We model it. It's not only process flow or process charts, or that is not the only modeling activity. This is equally a model. Yeah. Then we'll have every diagram is a model. We draw a lot of diagram in business analysis. I want you to understand that. The way we communicate is through diagram. That is our language. If you don't know how to create diagram, you are going to struggle as a business analyst. It's very, very important. Yeah. Developers, they have their own language. Their language. Who can tell us language for developers? Developers language, what is it?
Is it coding?
Put it properly. Yes, coding, but you need to put it properly.
Let me try. Is it SQL?
In SQL is for data analysts.
Okay.
That's the language for data analysts for mining data.
JavaScript.
JavaScript is one of the language for developers. It's the name of a language. Not, I want the language, what they call the language. Okay, it's called programming language. So JavaScript is a programming language. PHP is a programming language. Python is a programming language. There are so many Java, there are so many of them. They're all programming languages. These are language of developers. Data analysts, they are major language because all the time they work, they try to extract data from the database, and the only way they can do that is use SQL to query language. They are querying the database. So you see different languages, and then there's a very powerful language that has come to take over everything. And what is the name of that language? Anyway, in our own case, before every other thing, we have our own language. What we call our language we use for everyday communication. Bola, I've not heard you said anything. You have to speak.
So is it artificial intelligence?
Huh?
Is it AI?
Yes, but there is a language I'm expecting. The name of the language. No, we have our natural, I've called it natural language. Natural language is what I'm using to communicate with you. You call it natural language. Now we have AI. This is the era of AI, and there is a language that AI understands. And what is that language?
Machine language.
Mm-mm.
Is it like a prompt?
Good. Everybody clap for Bola. It's not like a prompt, it's a prompt. Prompt is the language. Is going to be the most powerful language. This language is going to rule for a long time. Prompt. And that's why we are going to be talking about prompt engineering. Prompt. You know, AI is the most sophisticated technology in the whole world today. Yeah. And who is going to tell us the highest invention of mankind so far? Can anyone try? If this is a bit of deviation, but it's still a knowledge. Yeah, that's kind of icebreaker. Can anyone tell us the highest or the most valuable invention by mankind? Okay, Esther, your baby want to contribute?
Is it the artificial intelligence?
No, artificial intelligence is really trying to take over, but it's not yet. What we do is we look at the number of people using this particular invention, and that's how they come up with how valuable it is. And
The internet. Internet.
You Googled it. I know. Tell us the truth. Did you search for it or not?
No, when you said it's not AI, so I was like, I mean, we use internet every day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the internet is the highest invention by mankind. Yeah, internet is like, if you look at everybody today, it's even my mother in the village is using internet because she's always trying to use WhatsApp or this and that. Who is not using internet in the world today? But a lot of people are using internet, but they are not using AI. All these mobile apps, there are so many mobile apps, they are not using. There's a lot of internet, all this internet we are using here, but we are not using AI. But everybody It's like internet is, everybody uses it. I don't know how to, but everybody uses internet. So it's the highest invention by mankind, and AI is fast growing. Based on the fact that AI is not been long, AI came to market, but it's already displacing a lot. It's already causing a lot of problem, a lot of havoc. It's already shaping the market. Okay, a lot of the deviations. Let's go back. So we've digressed a bit, and it's good for your mental health. Yeah, good. So that's it. Use cases. Yeah, that's it. And so this use case diagram, we're going to create it. You cannot complete your certification here as a business analyst if you do not know how to create one. So for us to create one, we need to use a tool called Draw.io, and that's what we're going to do. Draw.io. Draw.io is free. For those who do not know, it's free. But I saw the advertisement they are doing everywhere now. They've integrated AI in their system. And because of that, that is Draw.io here. So just once you type Draw.io, it's going to send you to this app.diagram.net. So Draw.io, I saw the advertisement. I don't know if they want to start collecting money, but I've used this for a very long time and it's free. It's too good because I have to be honest with you. If I develop this kind of app, I'm not going to make it free because it gives a lot of value. Yeah, I can give some free, but not everything free, but this is 100% free. Yeah. So that's what we're going to. If you get here, this is we call a black canvas. This is where we'll start creating whatever diagram. Is it process map, whatever, wireframe, anything. You can do anything using. You can do any modeling, any diagram using this. And another thing, it's just like free like Project Labor that we're using. Although Project Labor recently, they've launched their web. You know what? The one we are using is desktop. You need to download it on your desktop before you can use it. But they launched a web app, and that their web application is integrated there. They've integrated a very powerful AI that will help you. If you create a prompt, just a good prompt, the AI will help you to create your project plan, which is, and one other good news is that it was 4 days ago, one of our students contacted me that she got a job with Project Labor. She's now working directly with Project Labor. So she's requesting a permission. We want to come and demo before our current class what she've learned or what she've achieved being an insider in Project Labor. It's okay. Next time we have chance, I'll let you to come and motivate our students. So if you want to follow what I'm doing, just go to draw.io and open it this way. It's very easy to open. Just yeah. So if you want to use this, this is what we call, we have libraries. This is library. This is a general library. See, all these here are libraries. So have MISC, we have advanced, we have basic, we have arrows, we have flow charts, we have entity relationship diagram, then we have UML, which we were just talking about. So that's a UML, and if you go to, if you want to get more, for instance, if the shapes we are looking for is not here, you can add more. You click here, add more shapes. All you need to do here is come over here. These are various libraries, software libraries. These are all the libraries for software. You can choose. For instance, if you want to create a mock-up for iOS, you can get them here. And you see, networking library, business library, others. So there's a lot of things you can do from this. Yeah. As a business analyst or a software engineer or a business leader, if you want to design, there's a lot you can get from here. So once you select whichever one you want to, like let's say I want to add infographic library. If I click on it here, I come over here and say apply. So if you come here, you see that I've added infographic. So if I want to use it, I can start getting shapes, objects. This is it from here. So but me trying to go from one library to another library, it's going to be difficult for me. So if you want to do, I'm the kind that I like to work very fast. So all I need to do is I come over here and search. It's going to help me to get the kind of shapes I'm looking for. So all I need to do is I type use case diagram. Use case. Let me type use case first. And see here we'll have something on use cases. And let me put okay, we're spelling up for diagram. Okay, I'll search again. Okay. Well, use cases is enough. So yeah, already have this is a use case. I've got the use case shape here. And if I click more, yeah. Well, before we start even these use cases, let's get container, because we're going to use container to use case. So it gives us more options. But before then, we need container first before use cases. So I type container. And These are various containers we have here. Yeah, these containers and these containers. So this is the kind of container I'm looking for. A vertical container, that is going to be the system. And type it, I brought it now in. So it's scalable. You see the way I'm scaling it is up to you how you want it to be. Yeah. And yeah. Good. Reduce it a bit. Okay. Okay, now I need to change the name. I'm going to say D365 Dynamics 365 CRM system. That is the name of this system. So we've created a system. We want to understand who is interacting with this system, who's going to work on be using this system for their daily activity. That's what we are trying to achieve in the diagram. So let's go back and type use case. And okay, now we're going to start bringing use cases. Now, you see this use case is a use case, and this is a use case. And whichever one, let's choose this one. And we can bring as many use cases as we want. Or once we bring one, we can duplicate it as many of you. Just right click, you duplicate, you right click, so you can duplicate it as many as you want, and then you start spreading them apart. So and so it's not whether you like it or not. You must know how to, even if you are not a business analyst, as a project manager, there are some reports you need to capture some diagram. It's not only business analysts that. So business people want to be so professional with your reports, writing and things. At some point, you need to start bringing diagrams to make your report looks more professional and easy to understand. So it's not whether you like it or not, you have to know how to do this. Now we have some use cases in our system. Sorry. The next here is the actor. We'll start bringing in the actors. And yeah, we'll have actor. We can duplicate as many as we want. Duplicate the actor. And yeah, that's the hanging man. You duplicate again. And you move it to the other side. And you duplicate this one again. And you bring it down here. Yeah. So before you start showing relationship between this system and these actors, you must have given them names. You can't be giving relationship empty, creating a blind relationship. So We can call this let's say sales rep. I remember that from our notes. And this can be sales manager, and this is can be finance team. Yeah, and this is I think system itself. System. Okay. Now let's give names to use cases from our notes. We have lead creation. Yeah, our lead creation. Yeah, let's use from here. On that sales rep, this lead creation, lead qualification, and opportunity creation. And let's look at it again. And contact management and sales pipeline tracking. Yeah. Okay. Now you see we need to scale a bit because we need to add more. So move this way. Move this way. It's not mathematics. It's up to you the way you want to. And Okay, let's get some process manager here. You can still duplicate or you can grab more. Yeah. So let's bring in more names, lead names. Let's grab some for sales manager and have account management and reports and dashboard. Okay. Let's look for use case related to finance team, invoice generation, then another one, workflow automation. Okay, at least we'll have enough use cases to work with. When you're going to create your own, you have to create all the use cases because you need to do better than me. Yeah. Okay. Now we need to bring relationships to see how they are related. So we are going to, these are relationships, all this. So we are going to use this called communication part. Can duplicate it. And duplicate it again. You can duplicate it as many as you like, or you can go grab a fresh one. Yeah, it's not connecting the way I want. Yeah. And you see the relationships. And then we'll grab another communication part. Bring it here. And yep. Duplicate. And bring it here. And grabbing another one. And yep. All right, we're progressing. So we need to show include relationship. This is include. include relationship, and say this. And this. Yeah. To make it look user friendly. Yeah. And we can give it coloration. All right. Okay, we've done some work here. So now we've seen include here. So your work, your assignment is to create a use case diagram. All the use case diagram all I've done here is to show you how to do it. And if you come here, you see there are some use cases. Check all the use cases we have not captured. Capture all the use cases here in their own. And then I've created one include. Then it's left for you to find the other include, how they are related. And then come over here. This is include. Yes, extend. You have to look for how they are extended. It's going to be an assignment for us to brainstorm and look for it. We'll find the extend, where any of these uses can be extended. That's what you are going to do. You create this, create the rest of the whole use cases, add include, all the include, and then find the extensions, possible extensions. By using this is extend here, that is it. You need to capture it. This is include. Use this as a communication part. This is the actor, the hanging man. And this is the use cases. You know how to type and get container. And you see here, you type here, you get use cases, you get all these shapes here. And I'm done with you. Watching for your work. And here. Yep. That's the system. Once you finish your work, come over here. Here, this work is not titled. You must make sure you title your work. Come here. I will give it a title, and I will give it the 365 CRM use yes. And yeah, so you see, I'm going to need a name, and I need to get this work out of the system so that I can send it to my line manager for review and approval. And if I want to get it out, and if you want to save this work on your desktop or anywhere you want to save it so that you can use it later, you use Save As. That's it on your desktop anywhere. Then I want to export this. This is my work, and I want to export it as a PNG diagram. So as a PNG document. This is PNG. Export as PNG. And from here, I'll click Export. Yeah, so is this already saved? And I can just save on my system, or I click on this drop down here, and I want to download it on my system. I'll click download. I'll click OK. So if you look at here, it's going to download that. This is it here. So I'll go to my document where I want to, and that's it. This is the latest one. We'll just come down here, and I will insert from my computer, and that's it here. It's here. So I've got it here. So once you create, you can put it in your report. You want to send to your CEO, line manager, program director. Yeah, this is a very simple use case diagram. Mind you, you might find yourself in a company where they want to clone Facebook, and they tell you to create a use case of all the features in Facebook. And you know, that's going to be very complex and very large use case diagram. But it's just follow this simple step, you can create any kind of diagram. And practice makes perfect. If you don't do it, there's no way you can do it. You have to do it. Even if you are doing it and you're not getting it, it's part of the learning. Don't just think you are learning by seeing me doing it. You are not learning anything. When you want to create it, I have some people following my project management class. We are creating project plan. Some people are just, when I say follow me, so when they wanted to create their own, they followed me, but they are getting different results. So it can happen. Or they became confused. At times it can be system glitch. At times it can be a setting in your system. So, or some of them will system have to go reset or show them where to do the setting to get it right. Okay, if you have question, you can ask me. It's not only any question. I think when you ask me, you're going to be happy this evening. I'm in a good mood to answer any kind of question. Even if it's a relationship therapy, I'll give you. All right. Are we good?
I'm good, sir.
Yes, now we are good.
Why are you laughing?
Because you said any question.
Yeah.
The relationship part.
Yeah.
You don't like that one.
No, it's good. It's good.
Or you want it to be private, you want to do private consultation.
Maybe,
If you want,
sir.
if you want to do it private, then you need to pay. But if you want to make it public, yes, you can be free.
Oh, it is well, sir.
Mm. Okay. Madam Zara, you are keeping mute. Are you part of this class? Okay, Mr. Paul. Paul, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, Bola, you've been contributing, so I'm happy for that. Yeah. And I like your DM picture with a helmet.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Well, that's the only person I can see their picture that's hiding. Mr. Paul. If Mr. Paul is here, I know Mr. Paul's style. He always puts his camera, but I know Mr. Paul is not here. So that's it. Esther, you have anything to say?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Amaka have been contributing, so there's no need. And Doris already said she's good to go. So I'm good to go as well. So I'm expecting a comprehensive use case diagram from everyone. I'm expecting a comprehensive project plan from everyone. These two documents, I'm expecting a comprehensive product backlog from everyone. I don't want it as a group. I want it individually created. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah. And I've gotten a report from Esther that you guys are not attending meetings. It's important to attend meetings. It's very important. If we are going to be building on top of this structure, if we want to convert this into a real workplace where we can work daily, earn a living, use it to get paper, do everything that we need to be serious. Let us not just come here to waste time and play around. I'm not a player. I don't play. You see me, I'm a very mean businessman. You know, I would like creating wealth. So please do whatever you ask to do. You can't be a business analyst. You can't be a project manager by playing around. These are top professions globally today. Quote me anywhere, there is no profession that is better than these two professions. Business analysis, project management, these two. Even this AI that is disrupting the world is the business analyst that sat down and come up with this solution. Is a project manager that sat down, put it together as a project, and it came out the way it's visualized. And yeah, that is what we are trying to learn. You know, I'm not our father and I'm not our mother. I'm not like in this country. You want to give them some boring advice, they'll tell you, you are not my father. All right. Good night, and see you when we see.
Good night, sir.
All right.
Bye, sir.
Good night, sir.
Good night.
Good night, sir.